Just thought I'd make a video of some of the best Goodwill finds for video games that I've ever gotten during the years. Um, these are items that I picked up in Goodwill for cheap, sometimes just $2 or $3 over the years, probably in about 6 years, since I've been back in LA, so 5 years. Anyway, so I just thought I'd show you a few, thought I'd make a video of some of the stuff I found because I didn't find anything out there today while game hunting. So yeah, let me just get into it. Anyway, this is my cat Ricky, and he's got his sister, the red cat Lucy. He's sleeping, so I don't want to wake him up. Anyway, let's get into it. So by the Goodwill by my work, it's a really good Goodwill. They have a lot. They always have good stuff all the time. But anyway, I walked into the Goodwill on my lunch break, and sitting in the front cabinet was a whole bunch of Game Boy Advance boxed with booklets and everything. Anyway, I believe they were like $6.99 each or something. When I walked in, they had Wario Land 4, which had the box in the game. This is actually a Game Boy Color game. They had Game & Watch Gallery 2. I think that was $4.99. Also game and booklets. And Super Mario Advance for the Game Boy Advance. Box and booklets. And Crash Bandicoot. I think it was just a box. I don't think it has a booklet. Crash Bandicoot. The Huge Adventure. And the final one was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. It's loose. There's no inserts or anything. But yeah, so I went into Goodwill and these were sitting in the front cabinet. Hey baby, those five. I think I paid like 25 or something. Really cool to find Game Boy Advance games boxed, especially at Goodwill. The other Goodwill I went into, I don't even remember which Goodwill this was, but this was like a $2.99, $3.99 game. Okami for the Wii, still sealed, never been opened. It's not an expensive game, but just to find this sealed, because it's one of the best games ever. That was a pretty cool find. Maybe. And then recently, before pandemic started, like in January, I walked into the Goodwill by my work, and they had a whole stack of GameCube games, but they're not good. They weren't good ones. They were like sports titles and all that. But in the middle was this game, Def Jam Fight for New York for the GameCube. It's just the box and the game. It had the white insert, but not the booklet. This was $2.99. Found this sitting there. Obviously, the person who went through, they must have been looked at. People thought because it was a wrestling sports game, they didn't buy it. But the insanity of the price that this has gone up during the pandemic is ridiculous. I think it's over $100 today. It's ridiculous how much this is going up in price, but it's nice to get it for $2.99. And then recently I put all my game collection into price charting, just to get an idea of how much my collection is worth. Hey baby. And they send me an email of my the games that are worth the most, and on the top of the list was a Game Boy game, and I was like, what? I don't even know I had this game. Anyway, it's a game called F1 Pole Position for the Game Boy. And I remember I went into the Goodwill by my house with the friends that I'm friends with, and they had a whole bunch of Game Boy games, but they were also sports titles. And I almost didn't buy this because I was like, an F1 game, I don't think I'd be into it, but I'm trying to get as many Game Boy games as I can so I collect everything. And this was like $2.99. It's mint. I actually thought it was a fake, but I opened up the back and it's a legit copy, and it's absolutely mint. It's like $175 game, and I literally had it sitting in my box of Game Boy games for 3 years and had no idea that this was worth so much. And then the final one, which is probably the best Goodwill score I've ever gotten, friends at Goodwill gave me a call and said they have some games in, and for this one I think they knew the price, but still they marked it low for $9.99. Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. This was without a doubt the best Goodwill score I've ever found. When I walked in there, I couldn't believe it. I think my hands were shaking. Open it up, legit copy. You can tell it's got wear and tear. But yeah, I paid $10 for this, $9.99. Anyway, that's a video of some of the games I found in Goodwill. I think I'm going to make a few more videos like this because there's a lot of other stuff that I found. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Give my video a like. I'm out. Hey, baby. Such a cute baby. Where's your sister?